lot of people know 529, but they didn't realize you could do a 5 times gift, and then the direct tuition over the annual exclusion with no limit. And the other thing you can do on that, just to stay with that concept, because it's under the same IRS reg, you can do unlimited gifts also for medical expenses.
Today's episode is brought to you by Security Financial Management.
Welcome back to Best Advice Podcast, guys. I'm your host, Rob Lovaglio. Here, as always, with Frank Lovaglio.
That's
Dad,
it.
What's up, baby? It's
it.
Sunday. What's today's
It's
day?
us. Well, you know, it's a big day today because it's Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
So happy Mother's Day.
And Mother's Day
Did you do
is
something good?
Is a great day. I think I did. Well, you know, you got the mother, I got the wife.
You're
so.
right. Oh, shoot.
So you got to do something good.
It's more me. It's more me. I got it. Of course.
I mean, I'm on it, but we need you to step
You're
up.
right. You're right.
But, special day. Shout out to all the mothers. I had a great mother in my life. My sister and I, Karen, just a strong Italian, great lady.
Very
that
strong,
you know, Robert's grandma. He remembers her, and it's sad when you don't have her. So all you out there that still have your mom, give them a hug and love them, because I promise you'll be sad when you can't. Absolutely. And but you know, I always tell my kids, and you know, Rob being my son, he hears this, that you know, parents give you gifts, and my mom, she was great. I'll give you one really quick story on a Mother's Day story, just because in honor of her. She was super demanding of Karen and I, you know, wanted us to be the best people we could be, the best version of ourselves, which you always want to get from your parents. And she was tough. So I remember, like it was yesterday, I was junior high school. I was either in 7th or 8th grade, and I brought home a less than stellar performance on my report card. Definitely less than stellar. I think I got like 2 or 3 C's, and I used to have to, you know, my mom knew the day the teachers would announce your kids will get their report cards today, and she was at that door just waiting. Let me see how you did, and I was like trying to change the subject. I think I got basketball practice early today, and she's like, "Well, no, we don't need to talk about that. Let me see those grades." And I had
a great day in practice.
Yeah, I knew I was in trouble, and I go, "Well, Mom, I was, you know, this I was really focusing on some athletics, and like I joined the chess club, and I wanted like, you know, get better and better other areas." She's like, she knew I was just kind of full of it. So I handed it over, and she goes, she's just kind of looking at it for felt like about 10 minutes, and she's like, what's going on with these C's? And I said, well, you know, that you know, science was a little tricky this year. And she goes, no. She goes, so you're telling me that you don't have the intelligence to get A's or B's, or were you just being lazy? Yeah. And I already knew the answer. Everybody knew the answer, including my sister who's standing there who got all A's looking at me. I'm like, I think I can refocus, Mom.
We'll figure it out. It's just a report card.
I think I can refocus. But anyway, that's God love her. She was tough, and now I'm so thankful that she was, because you know, I think the mother in the family is the glue. Of course. And here's to all the moms. We love you.
I got mom A's. Moms are the glue. I got mom like a art piece, which is mom, and it has all the kids and us around.
Oh, nice.
There.
So, nice. So that's coming up this afternoon.
This won't come out till Wednesday, so she'll get that today.
Good deal.
Let's get a little bit of finance here with the question of the day. Today's question comes from Austin from Maitland. Austin, what you got for us?
I have a gifted grandson that will most likely go to one of the top institutions in the country for college. He has limited funds for college right now and is already 14 years old. Anything I can do as a grandparent with means to help make his dream come true.
Thank you, Austin.
I think I'll take this one.
Yeah, you got. Hey, no fights today, baby.
No competition.
Yeah, no competition.
I like it. I'm taking it anyway, but now I really have the answer. No, that's a great question, and congratulations on your grandson for being so far ahead. If you know he's going to one of the top schools in the country, hats off to you. It's hard to get great grades, so congratulations to you. I got a great answer for you. One of them everyone knows about, generally speaking, but there's another one, the direct tuition payment, that very few people know about. So let's just say top institution can be, you know, gosh, that could be Harvard, it could be Yale, it could be Stanford, it could be Notre Dame. Let's go Stanford, just because it feels like a California morning. It's kind of 80, maybe 60 tonight, so maybe we'll do Stanford.
Sounds like my Final Five.
Yeah. Stanford.
Stanford
is a great spot. So let's just say, and for purposes of the discussion, let's just say that $70,000 tuition. I'm going to be close. Room and board's probably about 20. So you're 90 to 100 with travel and room and board to go to Stanford. So it is not cheap, right?
Yeah,
so I'm going to send your grandson to Stanford and that way you got to be over. You're going to make sure you're funded here. So we all know about the 529 plan. What a lot of people don't know is you can do a 5 times annual gift in a lump sum to a college fund plan. So this year, maximum gift went up from 2024 to 2025. Maximum gift now is $19,000 a year you can give away to as many people as you want, family and non-family members. $19,000 if you use the 5 times rule on the 529, which is IRS regulated. 19 times 5 is going to be $95,000 that you can do up front. Stick that right in. I think you mentioned in the question that he was 14 or 15 years old, so you got a short window. We got to overfund early. So 19,000 times 5 is 95. We didn't, since the question was a call and we didn't really get to talk to you and spend time. If there's a grandma out there, then you got another 19,000 times 5 is another 95. Now you're at $190,000, talking about funding quickly. So now let's just say, even though it's going to be less, say it was about 300 grand to get your grandson up and running. We just came up with 190, 95 times 5 times 2 is 190. So you're 110 short. And a lot of people would be like, oh, my annual exclusion's 19,000. I'm going to have to utilize part of my gift, even though you get a big gift, like almost $14 million you can give away per person right now until the 2025. The end of this year, there's going to be a sunsetting of estate planning. Different story for a different show, but let's just say you don't have to use any of that gift or that gift, that 14 million. You can actually use what they call direct tuition expense payment. There's 2 things the IRS allows where you can pay unlimited and you don't have a gift tax limit. And that's going to be tuition payments and also medical expenses. So if you have someone you love, you got a parent, a cousin, a child that you want to pay for college, there's 3 rules for it. There's always going to be rules when you have the IRS to make sure it's all good. It's got to be a direct payment to the college. So let's say you owe Stanford another $110,000. Grandma can write a check or grandpa for $110,000 direct to the institution, payable to Stanford University in California. Second is, it's got to be qualified expense for tuition. You can't do books, travel, or room and board.
You can't do
Can't do
wow,
book. 529 can,
Okay.
but the direct payment, the unlimited gift, it's got to be direct to tuition. So make sure you handle the room and board and travel expenses and books and stuff inside the 529. That's why a combo plan really works here.
So you can't do the gifting. So to anyone in the world, you can gift up to 19,000.
That's right. That's right.
If you're going to try to work your way around that $19,000 max.
Right. You can do 5 times if it's a 529.
Into the 529.
Into the 529. That's right.
And that's your first point.
That's right.
And then the second point, and you're going on. This is another option you're talking about.
That's right. This direct tuition.
So this is direct tuition directly to the school.
To the school.
You can do both.
You can do both.
Okay.
So in other words, let's say we had that. It's probably more like 400, but let's say it's 300 for purposes of Mother's Day. We want to keep it simple. 300,000. So remember, I said 19,000 annual gift times 5 is 95. If you're lucky enough to have a grandma that's still ready to help you, 95 times 2 is 190. You're still 110,000 short.
That's crazy.
Now, think about that.
You're pulling everything you get.
You got it all. You're still 110 short. Now you go to the direct unlimited gift to direct to tuition, and then you come up with the other 110. So a lot of planning. A lot of planning. The grandson, first of all, the lucky grandson that's got someone.
Oh no, I've lived a blessed life.
Throwing 300 grand in his college fund so we can go to Stanford, but it's good to know the rules. A lot of people know 529, but they didn't realize you could do a 5 times gift, and then the direct tuition over the annual exclusion with no limit. And the other thing you can do on that, just to stay with that concept, because it's under the same IRS reg, you can do unlimited gifts also for medical expenses. So let's just talk a minute about that to firm up that rule. Same thing, you got a couple rules. Number one, it's got to be a direct payment to the healthcare facility or the hospital. Because what I don't want you to do is scoot around gifting and say,
Yeah.
here's $100,000. Then you go to
Put it in
Vegas.
my checkings account. I'm going to spend it on
Yeah.
my ACL.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go have fun in the Bahamas. Take 20 of my friends. Thanks,
Yeah.
Grandma. I
Yeah.
promise I went to school,
Yeah.
or I promise I was sick. Right? They want it to go direct to the
Yeah, that makes
hospital.
sense, that makes
Right?
sense. Yeah,
And the
that makes
IRS
sense,
is
yeah.
like, you better use it. And then number two, it's got to be qualified in the hospital. It's got to be for certain medical expenses. It can't be, I tweaked my, I need to clip my nails. I want to make sure I'm manicured.
Yeah, I'm getting
It's got to be
massaged.
medical expense, right? Can't be a massage. And then the third thing is they wanted to let you know it's pretty much for anyone. It doesn't have to be a family member.
Oh.
So if you have someone that you want to help, and you're allowed to do it that way.
You don't have kids and you were blessed
Yeah,
and had
right.
some money and wanted
right.
to help
You
someone.
want to help somebody else, a best friend, you
Yeah,
can do it there. And that's under that unlimited annual exclusion. Beyond that,
Yeah.
no max on the annual exclusion for college tuition and medical expenses. And that's under that
Wow.
same
Yeah,
revenue
yeah,
rule.
yeah.
So I hope that answers your question. God bless you for having the ability. The one caller said they have means to be able to help. So congratulations for being in a good spot to help your grandson.
Congratulations on your success. Hope that helps, Austin. This is a great example of the importance of having someone who does this day to day as their profession, like a financial advisor, to help you get around these, tricky situations in your financial day to day. Remember, folks, the secret to wealth is not what you earn, it's what you keep. Happy days, everybody.
This podcast is for entertainment and educational purposes only and is not intended as personal financial advice. Before making any financial decision, please do your own research and consult a financial advisor as needed.